All right, guys, welcome back to the city tour. This is part two. We're going to be looking at the historic district. Roswell has tons of history that dates back to the Cherokee Indians and the Civil War. There's a lot to see and do in the historic district. This is going to be very brief. I plan to make further episodes down the road that will go into much greater detail on some of these locations, but we're going to hit some of the key spots and give you an idea of what our historic downtown is like. Before we dive in, let's take a look at the map. Last time we hit the Chattahoochee River here, and just north of that on Highway 9, this is where the town square is, Barrington and Bullock Hall, the old machine shop. We are also going to be looking at Mimosa Boulevard and Canton Street. So we're just going to be looking in this general area, small area here. So let's go in and take a look. Canton Street was awarded by the Georgia Planning Association for the Great Places in Georgia Award. Some of these homes and buildings date back to the 1800s and became the market and gathering place for locals. This street is one of the reasons people fall in love with Roswell's historic laid-back charm when visiting. It's a walker's dream and has amazing boutique shops, an abundant amount of restaurants ranging from laid-back dog-friendly patios to fine dining, art galleries, event facilities, and two fantastic breweries all within walking distance. Roswell has homes located on and connecting to this street, making this area the most desirable and most expensive price per square foot in the city due to its walkability. You can spend an entire day exploring Canton Street, and the nightlife here is among the best in Atlanta. The Roswell Square Park, established in 1839 and the surrounding shops built in 1840 to 1854, shows Roswell King's New England background by the town square design shape. This is where the 400 Roswell Mill workers, mostly women and children, charged with treason, were held overnight before being sent off in wagons to Marietta and eventually sent north by train during the Civil War. Now this area hosts many events throughout the year and is surrounded by shops, offices, restaurants, and historic homes. The Roswell Mill, Old Mill Ruins, Covered Bridge, and Dam along Vickery Creek is one of the most beautiful locations in Roswell. This is where the Roswell Manufacturing Company began. These mills were one of Georgia's leading providers of goods to the Confederate Army during the Civil War. The old machine shop ranked third in the nation in cotton production. The 30-foot dam along Vickery Creek was constructed to supply power to the mill. The covered bridge located next to the machine shop connects pedestrians to the Chattahoochee River National Recreation Area with miles of beautiful secluded trails that make you feel like you are nowhere near a city. Barrington Hall is ranked as one of Metro Atlanta's most beautiful homes and is recognized as one of the best examples of Greek Revival architecture in the United States. In the 1820s, Roswell King, born in Connecticut but settled in coastal Georgia, came across this area and was impressed by its beauty while realizing the water power potential of Vickery Creek to drive textile mills. In 1836, Roswell King returned to the area with his son Barrington, and they began planning the mill in town. Barrington moved his family to the area in 1838, and then in 1839, the Roswell Manufacturing Company was incorporated. Barrington selected this home site being the highest point in Roswell. Barrington lived here with his wife and 9 children. The home is now a museum open for tours, and the mansion has been fully restored and finished with many period and family pieces. Last stop is Bullock Hall, built in 1839, is an antebellum mansion built by Major James Stevens Bulloch. Major Bulloch was a prominent planter in coastal Georgia and was invited to the new settlement by his friend Roswell King to invest in the Roswell Manufacturing Company. This is where Martha Bulloch Roosevelt, the mother of Theodore Roosevelt, our 26th president, lived as a child, and also where she was married to Theodore Roosevelt Sr. This is just one of several historically significant buildings in the city and is listed on the National Register of Historic Places. It is now a museum open for tours. Stay tuned for our final part to the city tour, where we will explore Roswell's parks. The Roswell Parks and Recreation is another unique attribute to living in Roswell and another reason people love to call Roswell home.